Here's Laura's secret move. I'm gonna tell you guys, I'm gonna tell everybody your secret move.
Oh, I can't wait to see this.
Hey everybody.
Fat Bird Finds here.
I'm Mary Beth.
And I'm Laura.
And today we are gonna talk about an antique auction that we went to.
Right, it was so much fun.
So before the coronavirus, we had kind of talked about going to this auction. It was a liquidation sale of an antique store. We weren't positive that we would be able to go to it because Laura had something already planned that she was supposed to do that day, and it got postponed until this past weekend, and it turned out we were able to go. Laura loves a good auction.
Yeah.
She likes to go in there and bid. Here's Laura's secret move. I'm gonna tell you guys, I'm gonna tell everybody your secret move.
Oh, I can't wait to see this.
So when the first thing when Laura gets to an auction, she like has to bid on something like right off the bat. She's like, I have to let the auction guys know that I'm here.
And I'm serious.
And that I'm serious. So she bought like this horrible ashtray table at the very beginning. I'm like, Laura, why'd you buy that? She's like, I had to let them know that I was here and I'm at business. We ended up and had like a whole carload. So I had an SUV and we had that thing loaded down, right?
Yes, this is the story of my life.
We got a lot of stuff. We spent, I think, about $150 on a whole carload full of stuff.
Yes, and then about $20 at the Goodwill.
That's true. So we kind of wanted to just show you a few of the highlights, a few of the more unique items that we came across.
That's right, and we've already talked about them on Flippin and Sippin, some of the not so nice items.
Right.
And so we can link that down below.
Okay.
If they want to see the rest of it.
All right, so let's get into it. All right, Laura, so let's talk about this first.
Oh, good, because that's my favorite.
Good. Okay, so it's just like this little tray with this little trinket box, and then these two pieces sit on the sides. So Laura, what is this?
I bet you really didn't know what this was to begin with. Because, I mean, that's kind of a hard one if you've never seen these before. Okay. Remember how we laugh about the fact that, you know, we have dresser scarves and you didn't know what those were?
Yes.
Okay, so this is like a dresser or a vanity set that might sit on a dresser scarf.
Okay.
On your dresser.
Okay.
So these would have been the perfume bottles.
Okay.
And unfortunately, when we were looking them up, I saw that they would have had stoppers.
Right.
So now I'm kind of sad.
Aww.
But that's okay. But it's still really pretty. And then this is like a powder box. I mean, you can use it for whatever you want, but that's what it would have been called.
I called it a trinket box. I apologize.
You could call it a trinket box too. So, and it's made out of kind of a bisque porcelain.
Right.
So it's got that kind of quality to it. It's Linwile China.
Okay.
And it's by the Ardalt Company.
Okay.
Ardalt. They are in Madison Avenue, New York City. And it's, you know, mid-century. That pretty 60s, minty, greenish blue kind of color.
Cool.
Love that. I love that color.
Cool.
So I just love that set. So like it is probably, I don't know, $20 or so.
Okay. So not a huge flip, but it's still pretty cool.
I know. I really liked it.
Me too. Okay, let's keep going. How about this? I know what this is called, Laura.
Okay.
I've learned something.
Okay.
It's flow blue, right?
It is flow blue.
Yay. And the reason I know that is because the blue color has like faded, flown to the back, right?
That's right. Gosh, I'm impressed.
I'm learning so much.
Yeah, and that's basically all I know about this piece. There are so many different marks and patterns and everything of flow blue. You know, it's funny, flow blue is really collected by people just because it's flow blue. That's not always the case. More traditionally, people collect things for a certain pattern and a certain company and everything, not just a style. But in the case of flow blue, people just love flow blue in general.
Okay, so this is one of the things that I bid on because I really liked it. There was a lot of really pretty purple glassware, and if you watched Flippin and Sippin last Friday night, you're gonna see like the big purple wine glass. So make sure if you didn't see that you watch last Friday night's Flippin and Sippin. It's like 3 feet tall. So obviously I don't know a lot about antiques and glassware. I just simply wanted to bid on this because I thought it was pretty, right?
That's right. And I mean, you know, that's more than half of what you should take into consideration, because if you can't sell it, you want something that you love and that you would love to have.
So Laura, do you know anything about this?
I really don't. It is, it's hobnail. That's the only thing that I know about it. I mean, it could be Fenton. Look at those ruffles and everything, but I don't know for sure. It's not marked. It could have had a sticker at one time that has since come off. Mm-hmm. And maybe in the comments below, you guys might recognize it and let us know what it is.
All we know is that it's glass and it's purple and it's pretty. You pick what we show next.
Okay, so I got really excited about the blue stuff.
Yeah, there were several blue things and Laura, I think, bought all of them.
So look how adorable this is.
Look at that.
They're gonna love this.
It's a planter.
And look, Mary Beth, look at his little feet.
Aww.
He's got his feet tucked in down there, and aren't they cute?
That's sweet.
I love this. I haven't seen one that I liked any better than this.
It's really cute.
Yeah. And so...
Is it marked at all?
It is not.
I'm going to take that back. I think it used to be. Mm-hmm. Do you see this? The last, few letters are A and D. So I wonder if maybe it was made in Thailand, or maybe it said hand painted.
Oh, maybe.
Maybe so. Not sure. I'll show a close up of this mark, but there's trying to be a mark anyway.
And then we got one more swan.
Yes. Look at this. Isn't that cute? He's a big planter.
I know.
Or bowl or whatever he is.
I really think that he's a planter. I think you could just set a big thing of ivy down in there already in its pot. And it would, it would hide the pot and everything.
Right.
He has a couple of condition issues. I mean, a lot of this stuff does.
Yeah.
He was in one of the box lots. We paid $5 for him and this other planter that I'll show you. Mm-hmm. So we didn't pay a lot for him. There's just a little chip here and there.
He's marked coronet on the bottom.
Mm-hmm. He's marked coronet. And you can look him up on eBay, and he usually sells in the $20-something, $18, $20 range.
So Laura, I spot some lusterware on the table.
Lusterware is pretty collectible, but it doesn't look like the lusterware that we usually get.
I know, usually we find teacups or cream and sugar or something like that.
Exactly.
This is little lusterware ducks. Aww. Or maybe they're geese.
They're so cute.
Aren't they adorable?
Is it geese that have the little black bands across there
I don't know. Sometimes swans look like that.
But they're not swans.
I don't know what they are, but they're really cute. They're waterfowl. How's that?
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
That's pretty fancy, waterfowl.
Oh, and they're so cute and so shiny. And they have a little mark on the bottom that says made in Brazil.
Yeah, when we look these up, it's a thing. There's some lusterware made in Brazil. I don't know a whole lot about it, but it looks very different from the Japanese lusterware. Very different colors. The Japanese lusterware is the peach and the blue, and it has the moriagi with the raised painting and stuff. This is a little different from that. So I think it's cute. I think it would be a cute addition to your lusterware collection.
Yeah, if you've got one. Look at this planter.
Isn't that adorable?
Oh my gosh. It's like a little knight on a horse, and it's a planter.
Did you call that ugly? I think you said it was so ugly it was cute. Or
I don't know if
I
said that or not. This one also has a couple of condition issues, but I think that it doesn't really matter because this is just really cute.
Oh yeah. I mean, that just screams mid-century, doesn't it?
Right?
Now, what's that one marked on the bottom, Mary Beth? Is it whole?
Yes, that's correct.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just got two or three tiny little chips that you have to just look for. We won't show them to you, but I mean, you just have to really hunt for them. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, to me, that's kind of acceptable.
I think so. We've got one more thing on this table.
Yeah, like I said, we pulled the nicer things out for this video, and we shared the cutesy live sale kind of stuff on the Flippin and Sippin video.
Yes.
But I love this.
Is that a trinket box or a powder box?
Well, you know what? It's not a powder box. That's a lot of powder. I do know that. And I mean, it might be a sugar without a creamer, but I think it's adorable, and I don't think it would. I think it stands alone. I think it can be a trinket box by itself.
Okay.
But look how pretty that painting is.
Yeah.
Those blue stripes on that. Man, I really love that piece.
Is it marked at all?
It is. It is, you read the mark there.
It says D&C France.
Yeah, D&C France.
Okay.
And I looked it up. You hold on to this. And I figured it was Limoges. And I was right.
Oh.
Because, anytime a porcelain piece is marked with any kind of mark in France, there's a good bet that that it's Limoges style porcelain.
Okay.
And so the D and the C stand for, I don't really know how to pronounce it, Mary Beth.
Well, I certainly don't.
Delinieres and Company.
Okay.
That's not the French pronunciation, I'm sure, but that's the way it's spelled out. Okay, and so because of that, it dates it to like between 1894 and 1920.
Hey!
So it's really a good one.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, and I don't know exactly what we would expect to get out of that. I mean, maybe $20, $25. I just think that's beautiful.
Cool.
Mm-hmm.
Very nice. Good job, Laura.
Yeah, I love that one.
I'm going to show you one more thing that we got at the auction, and it's kind of heavy, so it's not up here on the table. Do you want to hold the lid?
Oh, yes.
So this is just like a really nice big canister type ceramic jar with this lid, and it's marked with some Chinese lettering on the bottom. I had asked my Instagram friends for help to ask if anybody knew more about this, but it's really cool. I'm going to show close-ups of this too. You want to put the lid on?
Mm-hmm. You got it?
I got it.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm not sure if this would be like a ginger jar or a tea jar. It's awfully big.
Yeah, I think they call them, they call these that are this cylinder shape that tea canisters.
Okay.
But I mean, that's huge.
Yeah.
So I don't really know if that qualifies or not.
And this is really heavy. And since it's so heavy, I think we might take it to Layman's, to Laura's mom's store, to see if she can sell this, because I'm sure we can sell it on eBay. It's just so heavy. It would cost a fortune to ship it.
It really would. And I would be scared to death to ship that. I mean, it's not that it's all that valuable, but I mean, I don't like to think about getting stuff to people broken.
So I lied. That wasn't the last thing that we got. Laura's hiding some things over there. And I did want to show you like the big box that Laura bought for $1.
I can't help myself.
Okay. So
I get carried away.
So it's a funny story. We go down to Kenton, Tennessee, and lo and behold, there's a Goodwill right there in the middle of nowhere. And so Laura's like, hey, we've got some time before the auction. Let's go into the Goodwill. I'm like, okay. So we go in there, looking up and down the aisles. Of course, I don't know what I'm looking for. I'm looking for something that looks old, has a sticker, has a mark, maybe has some like speckled stoneware. I have like a few check-off boxes that the things that I'm looking for. So I pick up this mug. It's kind of cool. And I turn it over and it says fall scrap. And I'm like, Laura, what about this? Is this anything we want? And she's like, well, typically you don't really pick up fall scrap. Is
that what I sound like?
Yes. It's not really that valuable. Some people like to collect it, but it's not really that valuable. Okay, fine. That's fine. I don't care. So then I look a few things further and pick that up, that salt shaker. Then I go a few things later and I pick this up and I look at the bottom and it says, I'm like, oh, this is false scrap too. And Laura's like, oh wait, I collect that pattern. Hey, I need that for my collection. Wait, now get that. And then a couple things further, I find this and turn it over with it's the same, and she's like, "Oh, I need that too." Right?
That is the way that went. Unfortunately.
So the story gets better. You just wait. So I got told very promptly, fall scrap, sometimes Mary Beth, but usually no.
All these people are going to put in the comments, Laura, you're right. Usually you don't pick up false scrap.
It gets better. So then we're going to show you like 3 more things that we got at the Goodwill, but just a second. Then at the auction, they're auctioning off big boxfuls of things, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
This is the time we're talking about when I got carried away.
The auctioneer starts, hey, anybody want this box for $10. How about 5? How about 3? How about 1? Laura's like, $1. $1. Anybody? $3. $3.
I don't
Anybody?
bid like that, y'all.
She doesn't bid like that. Anyway, $3. Nope, sold. Laura over there. This guy brings this huge box.
It's too big to lift
Over.
on this video.
Just start grabbing that stuff.
Okay.
Just start grabbing that stuff and start handing it to me. False graph. False graph. False graph. False graph. False graph. It is full of this white false graph that Laura told me, we don't really want to pick that up, Mary Beth. It's not really all that valuable. Now we have a huge box. I'm telling you, this isn't even a.
Oh my gosh, we haven't even seen the bottom of the box.
This isn't even a fourth of it. False graph.
Mary Beth, there's a really pretty platter in here.
Is it false graph?
Well, yeah, it's all this. This is all the heritage pattern.
The heritage pattern?
Yes.
It's not a pattern, it's just white.
I know, but that's what it's called.
How is it a pattern if it's white?
Well, see, because, well, it is because it has the little trim. Look at the trim on the creamer. Look at that little creamer. Isn't that adorable?
It's adorable.
And look at that picture.
I love it. I'm
It's pretty
pleased.
cute.
I am so pleased, Laura. It's just funny. It really is. There's nothing wrong with it. I'm not making fun of it. I'm making fun of the fact that Laura didn't want me to pick up a 59-cent mug at the Goodwill that had false graph on it, but she can bid on $1 worth of.
Okay, y'all, look. This did not look like false graph. You guys have to admit. You know, false graph usually is that Yorktown pattern, you know, and it has the funny little, I don't even know what that is on the front of it, but you can always tell it's false graph because it has that little, I don't know. I guess it's supposed to be a flower, but it's kind of ugly.
I don't know what you're talking about. I do. I think I do know what you're talking
But I
about.
didn't know they had plain. And all this big box, this was laying in the top, which was adorable. And this was laying in the top. These cute little ironstone looking white pictures. And I got so excited. And then when Mary Beth went to the car, I bought the box and they brought the box over. She started looking at it and she's like, oh my God.
Oh yeah, that's right. Megan and I had gone on a trip to the car, and when we came back, that's right. That's how that happened. There was that huge box of stuff, and Laura's like, I bought this. I'm like, Laura, there's no room.
Yeah, and then you said, well, it's kind of cute. And then you picked it up and looked at it and you're like, oh my God.
I was like, Laura, it's false graph. You just told me not to get that.
Oops.
It's hilarious. If anybody needs any replacement pieces of their false graph dishes, hit us up.
It's not super valuable, but it sure is cute. I feel like we should, one of us should use this.
Okay, let's show them the 3 more things that we got at the Goodwill, and then we'll call this good.
Okay.
Hey, I picked that up.
You did?
Yeah.
We got 2 more things over here, though.
Oh, I
that we're supposed to show. We'll show them at the end.
I keep forgetting about those. I picked this up because I told you what I look for are things that are speckled, have a sticker, and look kind of old. This meets all 3 of the criteria. It's speckled, it has a sticker, and it looks kind of old.
I love that.
And it was $3.
I love your criteria.
I think that's like a stamp, like a
it's
transfer or something.
Yeah. That's what it is.
It's got little flowers on it. It's just like a little canister or a little candy jar or something, right?
Yeah, but I think that is so darn cute. And then you found these also.
Yeah.
These are so, we've left our Goodwill stickers on there.
Yeah, we
I guess it
did.
doesn't matter.
I'll unwrap that.
That's very boho looking. Hey, Michelle. I bet Michelle from Comfy Cozy Living likes this.
Michelle. Oh, they've got elephants on
Yeah,
it. Maybe I need
that's what
these.
I said. I know. Aren't they cute?
I like elephants. Oh, they're just little hand-painted elephant coasters.
Look at how happy he is on there. Look at
he
his
is.
face.
And his trunk is up, which is good luck. Right, Laura?
Yeah, and I really think those are hand painted because they all look a little different.
It's 5 coasters. What do you think this is?
It's some kind of stone. Like it's some kind of, agate or something.
Right? Cool.
Yep.
Those are neat.
Aren't they cute?
Yes.
And then we got this at the Goodwill. And if you recall, Mary Beth, one of our little Goodwill couch hauls, where we sat on the couch and talked about what we got at Goodwill. I think it was the one that was Mary Beth versus Laura, where I surprised you.
Yeah, it was great.
We had one of these trays just like this, but it was like a little long rectangle, and that sold really quick on eBay for about $18.
Right.
Yeah, and it was the same brand, Daher, Dar.
Yes, 1971.
Made in England.
Cool.
So I expect that to sell.
Yeah, I like that. I keep saying that was the last thing, but Laura actually has something else.
Okay, I thought I would stand up and show you guys this. Of course, we had Afghans.
Yay, we found some Afghans.
And look.
Yay, look at that.
Isn't that pretty?
That is pretty. I like it. That one's really big.
It is really big.
That one's really pretty.
Here, you hold the end of that.
I like the ones that are like really loosely woven like this, that you can kind of see through a little bit. This one's pretty too.
Yeah, look.
Look at that. I love that. I feel like this one looks kind of 70s. Is that correct?
Yes. And instead of being just zigzag in the middle, it's kind of fancy on the end. See?
Is it? Ooh. Look at that.
I know. So I really like this one.
I do too.
Okay.
Good finds, Laura.
Yay.
Very nice. So we want to thank everybody for coming along with us on this little auction / Goodwill haul. We had a good weekend.
Yeah, it was a little road trip, like a little adventure.
Yeah, it was fun. If we have misidentified anything, or if you have any insight into anything that we got wrong, or if you are interested in this pattern, let us know in the comments below.
Heritage place. Maybe. Heritage.
We want to hear from you in the comments below. So everybody like this video. Please subscribe to our channel if you haven't already. Talk to each other in the comments. We love to read and respond to your comments. And stay tuned to see what Fatbird finds next. See you next time.
Bye, everybody.